Hey everyone, welcome to Training Tuesday. I am Suzanne Castle, creator and founder of The Sparkle Factor. And oh my gosh, where are you tuning in from? Let me know. Drop a comment below. Let me know where you're watching. Hashtag live, hashtag replay, hashtag wherever you are in the world. I'm glad that you're giving me just a few minutes and 10 minutes or less. Today, we're talking about work-life balance, integration, how all those things work together. One thing I think that COVID has definitely taught us is that the way maybe we were showing up in our lives through work and friendships, through love life and self-care isn't the way that we want to be doing anymore. So in the circles that I'm finding myself in, there's a lot of discussion about that work-life balance. And those discussions have shifted from what they used to be, which was how can I do all the things? And then now they're really shifting towards integration. What does my life look when it's happy and integrated? And how does that seem now in today's world rather than even 2 years ago? But whatever you call it, I think many people are searching for a way to juggle their personal and professional roles. If that's you, drop a me in the chat and let me know that I am not alone worrying about this issue. You know, all month long, I've been talking about time management and how to understand priorities, how to shift our focus to not always the urgent, like everything can't be urgent. And today is my last Training Tuesday in that kind of realm. And I was looking at some information from the American Psychological Association. Did you know that there's a study they put out that says more than half of all employees say their job demands sometimes interfere with their personal responsibilities? So what I did is I took some of that information and I made my own list of some suggestions that can help us all kind of meet our daily challenges to have a better work-life balance. So there are a couple guiding principles that I think are important to us as we think about the way that we show up for ourselves. And the first one is that we do need to own up to the fact that we are making our own decisions. So what does that mean? Well, everyone's definition of success looks different. So we need to be focusing on what makes me, you, happy, what makes me, you, productive. Meaning that how you consider whether you and others may be projecting your own assumptions needs to change space to face. So the way that my parents have thought about that, the way my best friend thinks about this, those are all different. And before I comment on someone else's lifestyle, I have to think about what makes me happy and productive is what makes me happy and productive. And that might not look the same for anyone else. The second thing that I would say is we do need to be considering our boundaries. Meaning that, some workers I talk to find it very disruptive to take business calls after office hours, right? And others feel stressed if they're out of the touch for any long interval. That's definitely me. Which one are you? No no calls after office hours, or, ooh, I like to know everything as it happens. So what we need to be doing is negotiate with ourselves this arrangement that makes sense for us, and then communicate that. Like put your hours in your business email signature line if you need to, and understand that, again, what makes you comfortable may not be what makes someone else comfortable, and you need to live with that and be okay with that. You are constructing and designing your own life and the way you show up for it, which means that you're also thinking long term. There are always trade-offs, always. And so we want to be assessing whether frequent overtime or spending more hours with our family will make us happier when we look back on what we did with your life. One of the things that I do with my clients is we do a survey if we're 90 and we're looking back on our life. And sometimes it's we're writing our own obituary. Sometimes we're just in a rocking chair. Sometimes we're sharing with someone. We're writing our memoirs. And when you look back, what do you want to say that you were able to do? And if it's I worked as hard as I could all the time, okay. If it's I worked a little bit, but spent more time with my family. Okay. I think to understand that everyone is going to fit in a certain silo, that thinking has gone out the window. And maybe we need to shift our thinking as well to update ourselves to how we want to be, which means updating our plans, right? Your answers change as you go through life. So what worked even pre-pandemic isn't working now. Maybe your goals have shifted for what you want to be. I know I am in a shift right now in my own life on how I want to be, how I'm going to structure my business going forward is definitely going to change. What I'm looking forward to doing by the time I'm 60, I'm 50. In 10 years, I have a marker that I want to meet. So I think it's important to check in frequently to stay on track. And so you might be eager to gain new experiences when you were first graduating or you received some credential or certificate. But as you approach things differently, I know people that are approaching retirement or have just retired, they're shifting because they want to volunteer more, or they now want to start a different business. So all of those things are okay. And it doesn't mean that your plan that you had at 24 is your plan that you have at 44 or 64. So we need to be constantly updating our plans and giving ourselves the time and the space to do that. We also want to be giving ourselves credit. This is something that I think we all need to be doing better. It's common to feel guilty about working too little or working too much. But maybe every day at the end of the day, how great would it be to say, you know what, today I did the best I could. There were things that popped up. I didn't get everything done, but today I did the best I could. So instead, shifting that mind that tells you you're not enough and say, no, I actually am enough and I did the best I could today with what I had. It doesn't help you if revisionist history, right? You can't look back on the way that you made a decision at 18 and go, well, I'm 38. You're not making decisions in the same way. Give yourself credit. You've learned some things. You've shown up for yourself. You've made it through all of your bad days or you wouldn't be here in front of me today, right? So you can do this and give yourself credit that you made it through another day. And then I would also say it's time to be remaining flexible. Financial constraints and other factors, they might influence your decisions. I know we've all been in that space. If you're a business owner or a teacher, a parent, we've had to remain flexible, right? So we need to work with whatever circumstances we face while we're constantly working on improving our own selves. And I know that's kind of a duh thing, but I think we forget that flexibility is okay. And we need to let go of some of that rigidity that we put on ourselves. So I want to give you a few key concepts around time management in this space as you're trying to live into a better way to design your life. And I would say for me, the first thing that I always have to remind myself is to be realistic. I am an Energizer bunny. I always think I can do more than I can. So establishing my top priorities every single day and sticking to them is so important unless there's an emergency, right? If you are struggling with your to-do list each day, you probably need to cut back on the less important tasks. This right here will help you do just that. It's a free download. There's no cost, no anything. It's what I literally use. It helps me establish what is my priority. And you could do it weekly. You could do it daily until you get the hang of it. But it really will help you shift quickly to what needs to happen and to be realistic. And it allows you to get organized. It allows you to accomplish more because you're going to have a solid system in place. You're going to look for ways to batch things together, like running errands more efficiently, keeping your surroundings free of clutter, etc. And by understanding the priorities that you have, it will also help you limit some distractions. So how many of you maybe lose some time watching TV or scrolling your social media feed, right? By understanding your priority and they are for you, you're going to reclaim those wasted hours. The other part of time management that's really important is to schedule downtime. Your mind and your body, they need adequate rest. So taking a warm bath or meditating or just going for a walk or, saying, you know what, I've been sitting in front of the dang screen for 3 hours. I am going to go run. I am going to go make a smoothie. Whatever it is, schedule some downtime. Your brain and your body will thank you. It's a big job to coordinate all the facets of your life, right? Can we agree on that? So I want you to think about your definition of success. I want you to think about how you're showing up for yourself and therefore people that care and love you and how you want to be designing your life differently. It means aligning yourself. And that's what priority management will do for you. All right. That's it. 8 minutes to help you reclaim that time in your life to get back your priorities. Here's the thing. If you are a lady leader, a girl boss, if you have a lady leader, a girl boss in your circle, and they haven't bought a ticket to Verve yet, holy moly, seats are filling fast. It's October the 1st. It is live in Fort Worth, Texas. I want you in the room. So if you will drop a comment below, I will send you a special secret deal for that ticket. So don't go buy a ticket until you've dropped a comment because I will help you get in the room. I have some scholarships available even. So if it's something you've been thinking about and the money just seems to be too much to be in the room, let's chat about that because I can probably make it happen. If you go to my website at the very top, it says Verve event, click and it has all the details there. I am Suzanne Castle. Don't forget to grab your priority finder, share the Verve event, but more importantly, show up for yourself in a better way. Training Tuesday. I'll see you next week. Bye.